Another thing stuck in my craw. I don't know if you just saw my video on the tip jar thing. Dang, look at that. I think that's what is that, like a hawk up there? Oh, there's my finger right around there. That's a big old bird. All right. Just got back from Mexico yesterday. A lot of things stuck in my craw that I'm on this long walk. I'm an 8-mile walk. And I thought, yeah, that is a hawk. This would be a good time to get my thoughts out of my brain because it's a busy day. You know how it is when you get back from vacation. Alcohol service on the airplanes. I am so tired of this being gone. I realize it's back at Southwest. We regularly fly American Airlines because we have both traveled extensively internationally, and Southwest is not a big international airline. They fly to Mexico, but not a lot of other countries. So when you build up status with a particular airline, it's hard to give it up. We're considering Southwest now for some flights. We have some Americans booked, and we're considering Southwest because they have reinstated alcohol service. When I'm on vacation, I would like a drink, a glass of wine. That's pretty much what I would have, a glass of wine. When I'm told I can't, it makes me feel deprived, and it makes me feel like I want to get as much as I can before I board that flight. Come to find out, I'm not alone in that. I do talk to people in the airport. If I see someone, I say hello, strike up conversation. And there's a truck coming, FedEx truck. It's going to get noisy here. I live not far from a national cemetery. And that's what this is here. National Cemetery. It's right off of one of the trails that I walk when I need to get a good long walk in. So I will talk to people in a bar. I've been next to people several times who have said, I've got to get in one more drink before I board my flight because I can't have any on the flight. And at the same time, when we're in first class, drinks are flowing, meal is there, mask is off, so that's the other point. Mask on an airplane. It's ridiculous. I have to laugh back to the early days, within the last 2 years, early days, of let's dismiss everybody by row to keep a respectable distance, like a safe, healthy distance. And I'm thinking, I just sat next to this guy for 5 hours, so close our arms were touching the whole time. And yet you want me to sit until the row in front of me leaves because for whatever reason, I don't know, whatever's going to transmit in the air must transmit more when you stand than when you sit. That's the only reason I could think of. So that needs to go. But the alcohol service, we flew to Mexico in first class, had our meals. No, you do not pull your mask up in between bites. It would be like wearing a used napkin on my face if I did that. I don't know about you, but when I eat, I do use a napkin. It is needed. You know, sometimes a little gravy or something is on your lip and you have to wipe off your face. You're chewing. I don't want to chew with that on my face. As did nobody else that I noticed. I'm sure I didn't see everybody, but I do look around. They're not masking up in between bites either. And this is beyond the point of, is it effective or not? We won't go to there. So clearly dividing to serve alcohol in first class and not in coach. It makes absolutely no sense. I think the restaurants are doing really well in the airports, restaurants and bars. Probably better than they've ever done before, because that's the only option people have. The FAA doesn't allow you to serve yourself in the sky. You'd be arrested with a federal crime. And you can't get served yourself, so it just makes me feel I'm being treated like a child and a third-class citizen. I don't know if we even have classes of citizens. We shouldn't, but if there were classes, I'm being treated like one. I think people are not doing so well in the sky these days, air rage, because they're drinking way too much in the restaurants because they can't drink on their flight. I drink on my flight, I'm like maybe 2 wines max, depending on how long the trip is. I'm in the restaurant or a bar before a flight, might be a different story. Just another thing stuck in my craw. Makes me angry. I didn't start this channel to have an opinion, but I'm to the point where I don't want to be silent anymore. I don't want to shut up. I really struggle with it. I don't want to hurt the feelings of any family or friends who have different opinions or who feel threatened by things I don't feel threatened by. I can appreciate where they come from. I'd like the same to be done to me. Appreciate where I'm coming from. I don't have the same feelings. Really hope drinks come back. I hope drinks come back in coach class on American. Till then, Southwest is looking good for the late spring and summer. And I really hope the masks go away. My throat hurts after flying. Any thoughts, opinions on this? Feel free to share them. Love to talk about it.